Hello ladies and gents, I am Anadiffin, and welcome back to Distant Worlds Universe, playing with the Tikan Empire and with the return of the Shakturi storyline enabled. I know technically we have already won. If we go to the victory conditions, we are, yes, definitely over the end. The game is over, the winner is the ADEF, that is ourselves. But it didn't really feel like a win, did it? We just kind of defeated a couple of enemies, and yeah, and also we haven't seen the Shakturi, though I suspect now, after playing this, that maybe they don't always spawn. Still, what we are going to do, we are going to take on the Ancient Guardians. So let's unpause it for a while, and just hop over to the first Grand Fleet, which is currently in retrofit. And yeah, we have a lot of money. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a quick look at all of this, at where we can start upgrading our craft. So the high thrust engines is currently the next thing on the list, so I'm just going to cancel that and then go right up to the colossal maximum ship size. So go up to maximum ships, just try and increase the ship sizes, because if we do that and then just start getting really quick ships, or actually no, we'll just do it like that, then work up to those. The reason I'm going this way is I can massively increase the size of the ship, then make it, well, reduce the size of all the internal components. So yeah, that is why I'm going in that order. But what we do need to do is just need to finish up everything. So all these guys are going to retire, which is great. The first Grand Fleet, though, is, well, going to repair. So we're having a look around, and yeah, we've still got loads and loads of things just happening to us. But let's just slow down and have a look. Can we see into Utopia at the moment? We can't. The game does slow down a lot when we zoom in there, indicating a ridiculous force in there, which I do know there is actually. But we can't really face it without knowing more. Secret for the Empire, we'll keep this information to ourselves. We don't want to start any other wars. We want to kill the cash flipping this income. This stupid amounts of money. Good grief. So war weariness is critical. We aren't at war, so I need to wait for that to lower down, and essentially just produce everything needed. So cash flow is the main thing. So we've currently got a lot of heavy cruisers. So for 10 heavy cruisers, so we can put like 100 heavy cruisers down. Okay, 100 heavy cruisers isn't enough. We can lay down 200 heavy cruisers with the current available cash flow, and it's only going to cost 3 million in total purchase, and maintenance costs we can afford. Purchase! Okay, first Grand Fleet. Okay, this is going to take a very long while because I just clicked the ships and bases button. Because we have a lot of new military ships being built. So we currently have a lot of none with 0 firepower. Another 200 ships goes into the Grand Fleet. In fact, everything is going to go into the Grand Fleet, isn't it? If you aren't part of the Grand Fleet, you aren't worth having. There we go. All of those ships are going to the first Grand Fleet. It is truly grand. With a full 481 ships. Gee, who is on commanding that fleet? Fleet Admiral. The Grand Fleet. Okay, we have this guy. We do actually have a really, really good hyper jump speed, 34%, all of that, yeah. He's good. He's really good. Shortages. That is a point. I am going to have a lot of shortages doing this. Okay, he's in the military firepower in this fleet. 201,000. Our military strength is still, though, a fraction of theirs. I need to like triple that. Shortages everywhere. But here come heavy cruisers. Okay, he's building 44 awaiting. But he's short on Necros Stone. Okay. So, can't help you just right now. I know the Great Gazurian Hive, they're going to hate me for that. Everyone from the First Grand Fleet, move out. Command has been issued to the Grand Fleet. Actually, move to Tika, I think. Everyone move over to Tika. Let's have a look at Dasuka Major. See what we're actually lining up against. Okay, you see that swarm? A swarm of bees. Gonna pause it. Yeah, pause. The reason it's it's actually really, really jolty at this point. There are hundreds of thousands of fighters, I reckon. Yikes. Okay, that's they have got planet destroyers as well. Okay, the game is going to go slideshow when I do this war. That said, my military is now on par with theirs. And the military... That's weird. The military strength, the Guardian, is so much higher than mine. This force is supposedly up to here. Maybe military strength accounts for other things, not just your fleets. Like, you know, having fuel for them. Oh yeah, I didn't stand with my allies to die against the Gazurians. Didn't even see who the Gazurians were. Oh, it looks like basically everyone went to war with that. Yeah, that has happened before with me. It's that you get all these mutual defense. I think I ended up with a mutual defense pact with everyone in the entire galaxy. Then things happened. And everything went to hell. So I've got to load those heavy cruisers. Let's get myself some destroyers as well. Oh, actually I can't afford those many destroyers. Let's do some destroyers and escorts. Let's add all those to the First Grand Fleet. Another 200 ships for the Force. I can afford all ships to refuel. Actually, no. Just move to Tika. Everyone just move to the Tika system. Just warnings, alerts, warnings. Ah. Let's have a look at the military strength. So I'm now supposedly half the strength of the military guardians. Military Guardians, though, are actually building up basically as fast as we are. So why are the destroyers moving so slow? Have I messed up the destroyers? No? Oh, there must just be an old design or something. Supposedly the First Grand Fleet is over here. And they're supposedly slowed. Why are they all slowed? I think they're all trying to meet up with the slowest moving vehicles. If I select ships in the fleet, is there any way to... I don't think there's any way to actually sort these out properly. Except by actual military strength. So all of these guys are slowing me down. So you just go in a new fleet. 19th fleet. And then you won't retrofit, you will retire. So now all of... Yeah. There we go. So even though they're slowed to a mere 22k. Okay, they're requiring... Oh, there's a lot requiring refueling now. Oh, there's enough posturing. Let's go in. And basically dump everything on top of Utopia, so that when it arrives, I can just immediately start destroying the fighters. It's up to advanced phasers and then super beam weapons. So we could actually just... Yeah, so this is what I might do, is if this fight doesn't work, then I will wait, I'll respec everything, and then just go up to super ships with the colossal construction armed with death rays and all sorts of things, and I will still have a fleet of a couple of hundred ships, but they will be vastly superior ships, and I'll probably have them self-fueling as well. So the escorts have arrived, or beginning to arrive. Hello, Guardians. I'm just going to slow the game down. I know it's already very slow. If I actually slow it down properly, I will speak to you, I will change my relationship with you, and I declare war on you. Goodbye. I will stop my trade with the Caribbean Spice with you. Okay, they have really big warp bubbles. And super death rays. Yeah, they have a lot of fighter craft. So yeah, the Ancient Guardians, their carriers have got 7,000 firepower apiece. And 15,000 shields. Oh. I've had a load of warp deny. Maybe I should have waited actually to start it, because yeah, all my ships are really far out. Well, a lot of them anyway. I think these ships have been completely and utterly disabled. Well, that and they have no fuel. Well, they're trying to do damage, but yeah, when you're facing off against this many things, it doesn't really make any difference. My fighter swarms are coming in. So we've dropped a few more ships. A load of other ships are fighting away. Right, let's now zoom in and see what's going on. Okay, our ships have actually dispersed into more of a combat formation. how are you doing actually taking them out? Actually really, really badly. Huh. How do you know? Well, there you go. Railguns aren't particularly good against the... Yeah, the railguns don't seem to be very good against them. Voila. Well, I'll be. If it's going to take this much just to kill one, what chance we'll get against killing the others? Yeah, it's... because my targeting is probably very low. They've probably got right up to the ECM, so I haven't got much ECCM, so most of my shots will actually be missing them. Military strength, yeah, they've still got a lot. I haven't made a dent in their military firepower, have I? Nope. They're coming in and probably going to wipe me out. It's just taking ages to do anything. The game is so unresponsive with the sheer number of things in play. Now, you know what? I'm just going to go save scum. Because it's taking so long to actually do anything, I might as well restart and do this properly. So I'll just race up through the tech levels to look at some of the techs which I actually want to use. And if anything interesting comes along, I will pause and continue the video then. Right then, I'm back to it. I've already had one economic failure where I lost 11 million, and I think I'm due to get another one because I'm currently up to 25 million. Because like this bonus income, it's up to a ridiculous level. And yeah, our cash flow is still really rather high. It's kind of crazy. The reason I have continued now is that I have just got a load of these maximized thrusters still going, but importantly, we do have massive ships, we have the ultimate thrusters, and super beam weapons, and we're working towards tachyons. So, and also got the targeting. So our effectiveness of all these targeting things is absolutely enormous and really rather strong. So I thought it would be worth going to the designer screen and editing our ship of the line. Because yes, we do have a few things we can add on now. So we can get a hyper deny system, which would be rather nice. But all these things just keeps on adding on. But let's add on a couple of death rays. Right then, this is quite the ship now. Ooh. I can reduce the number of crew as well. Huh, sweet. Yeah, this is quite the beastly ship. So we've now got 30 shields on. So we have a reasonable shield capacity of 4,300. I've reduced the number of defensive autocannons, which is a bit of a shame. Still got the same amount of armour. In fact, can I increase that armour any further? I can increase it a little bit, but if I go any more, it needs to require more habitation. Got the insanely good effectiveness, plus 75% accuracy. And also effectiveness 40% countermeasures, which is awesome. Our cruise and turn rate is still really high, even though we're still running on proton thrusters, because the other thrusters haven't really been teched up yet. I am currently researching them, but they aren't done yet. Energy collection, passive is... I'll actually reduce the passive, and then I can add on more guns. So let's do that. It's just a ton of defense, of more actual ultra defensive armor. There we go, that will do nicely. So, yeah, don't need as much energy collection because we have 10 fusion reactors. I've got a few more fuel cells on. I've reduced the number of mass drivers, but that is so added on a load of phaser lances. And also the death rays. So the death rays are awesome and have 2 of these things. So they do 3,000 damage, but they lose a lot over distance. And yeah, I'll just keep everything at all weapons. So they'll try and move within range of the phaser lances, which is range 500, but that is a huge amount of damage. So yeah, they do 38. Mass drivers do 70. So the phaser lancers only do half as much, but I think they fire a lot faster. So they fire 4 seconds, and they technically fire slower. So yeah, still. They do give different weapon damages as do these things, the death rays. So those things are insane. And let's have a look at what was their strength. Their firepower is almost 8,000 in their own right. Yes, that is what we want. So I don't really care too much about the all the other craft. It's really going to be the heavy cruisers, and that's it. So if I go to the actual build menu, in fact, no, I'm going to make a quick save here. So with that out the way, I'm going to now put in the order for 500 of these heavy cruisers. And then speed the game up because I've just ordered 500 heavy cruisers. Okay, retrofit to latest designs, all ships, and then I'm going to select all my new military ships and turn them off auto. Because there's a lot of ships which I don't want just going around. Military ships, click. So I've put all the swarmers in their own little fleet. I'm going to get them sent to go repair and refuel. And all the heavy cruisers. A load of these guys aren't built yet, so it's taking a little while to locate where they are. So I've got 300 of them in the Grand Fleet now. I need to find the other 200. Okay, so the first Grand Fleet is still lacking a load of ships. Now I've just got the absolutely horrific problem of trying to fuel up the first Grand Fleet. That is not something which is going to be easy. The speed of these things. Ding, 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 ding. This is also actually why I saved. I did have, when I divided this earlier, while I wasn't recording, it crashed. It had an integer overflow and the game just shut down. Great. So the whole first fleet is moving over to this system here. And I'm trying to find where the... Just click on the planet. Silicon supplies are exhausted. Hydrogen. You actually have a lot of hydrogen on board. Even more helium. Yep, I could have got the tachyons. I can't really afford to retrofit everything now. Well, I can't have 500 ships trying to retrofit at the same spaceport. Or could I? No, it's a stupid idea. Working on advanced engines, then I'm actually going to go and upgrade the shields, because these are the shields I'm using at the moment. So if I can boost them all the way up to here, that's like doubling their shield. That will be very, very good. Ooh, we've got another regional capital if we so desired. And working towards all of these really high tech stuff like extra shield capacitors. For more shielding. Yes. Ooh. It looks like the refueling process is complete. No, we do not want to go to war with you because we have our own war. I know this is like removing all of our fair trade agreements. Okay, we'll try this again. Slow it right down and pause it. And unselect the force because it will speed things up a little bit. So the fastest way to clear out these fighters is to kill the carriers, which is why I haven't bothered with the anti-fighter forces, because, yeah, you destroy the carrier, destroy the ship, so why bother? The command has been issued. We have a lot of fleets here. Got a swarm of fighters. There are my escorts. Very soon, my fleet of 500 ships will arrive. Game? I think the game may have crashed. Annoyingly, I think because I jumped them in, I think now the warp field has actually cut them up and preventing me from jumping into the system properly. And there we go. An error has occurred. The game is getting too much. It is really unstable. I have tried this a couple of times and it does just keep on crashing. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I can show off the facing off the Guardians. They just have too much of a fleet, which is annoying. So, yeah, sorry about that, but I think I'm going to have to end the Let's Play properly there. So thank you very much for watching this bonus episode of Distant Worlds Universe with myself, Anna Diffin. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like and a comment below, as it is always great to hear from you lot. Otherwise, that's it for me for now, and I shall see you next time. But until then, I am out.